Namaskar, Swagatam. Welcome to our program for the first time ever celebration of the October 2021 as Hindu Heritage Month. One world, one family. The concluding Maha Aarti presented by the Hindus of Greater Houston. The Hindu Heritage Month starting October 1st to the 31st. US Congress recognizes October as the Hindu Heritage Month, and we shall continue to do so in the forthcoming years every year together with our Together as One voice. Thank you for joining us today. I watched the closing ceremony from the World Hindu Council and the Vishwa Hindu Parishad of America, who launched this program from this year. We really sincerely thank them for leading us to bringing all the Hindus together on this one occasion of all age groups, of all various divisions that we are joining together today, uniting together. And also we want to pray that this union will be staying there forever, every year in the month of October. Thank you all. The Togetherness festive month of October, we pray and we play and we sing together today on this occasion. Let me introduce Anusha Satya Narayana, who is our MC of the evening. And Anusha is a BS degree into neuroscience in UT San Antonio. She has extensive resume serving and volunteering and helping at the Eternal Gandhi Museum in Houston, Sri Meenakshi Temple, Maud Marks Public Museum, Houston, as well as the Tamil organization Bharati Kalai Mandram and the PetSmart. Her vision is all must support one's religion. One must get involved with people in that organization and should engage themselves in service and help out wherever they can. She was one of the awardees in our Hindu Youth Awards in 2020, and we usually ask for a quote from all the youth. Anusha in her speech quoted, "Work for a cause, not for applause. Live life to express and not impress." Without much ado, welcome Anusha Satyanarayana. Take over.
Thank you. And good evening, everyone. I'm Anusha Satya. It is my great honor and pleasure to be your MC for this event. I welcome you all to celebrate the Hindus of Greater Houston Hindu Heritage Month conclusion with the Maha Aarti to sing and blend as one voice. Today's program includes 6 astonishing speeches from various accomplished individuals, along with a concluding Maha Aarti, sing-along, and chant. Our first program is a welcome speech by Mr. Devendra Mahajan. Mr. Devendra Mahajan is the founding president of Arya Samaj Greater Houston. He serves on the board of Patanjali Yogpith and is currently the chairman of the advisory board of Hindus of Greater Houston. Mr. Mahajan has dedicated his life to community service and social causes. Please welcome Mr. Devendra Mahajan.
Thank you, Anusha. I'm very proud to say that City of Houston is very unique to have an organization like Hindus of Greater Houston, which brings all Hindu temples and organizations together. A very good recent example is how we worked together during the COVID crisis. HGH member organizations along with VHP America, celebrated month of October as Hindu Heritage Month. And today, we are going to conclude this event with a very brief program ending with Maha Aarti, Om Jai Jagdish Hare. On behalf of Board of Advisors of Hindus of Greater Houston, it is my pleasant duty to welcome all the community representatives and leaders who have joined us. Please enjoy the rest of the program. Thank you.
Thanks, Devji, for your words of wisdom. You're an amazing role model for our community. We are extremely fortunate to have with us today Mr. Rashesh Dalal. He is the Executive Trustee and Managing Board Director of Vallabha Seva Samaj. He is a dedicated and is serving to the Sri Nathji Haveli Mandir. He is currently serving the Hindus of Greater Houston as the Vice Chairman of the Advisory Council. He conducts also the bi-monthly meetings of the Hindu leaders. Let's welcome Mr. Rashesh Dalal.
Thank you, Anu. Namaste to all Hindu brothers and sisters. Today is the important day for all Hindus of Houston participating in a celebration of closing ceremony of Hindus Heritage Month. I would like to give the best compliments to our President Taraji and her team to make such innovative thought and successfully execute it. Thank you, Taraji. As we all know that Hinduism is not a religion, but way of a life. Worship and religious duties are inseparable in Hinduism. A devout Hindu lives upon earth religiously, feeling the presence of God on all the aspects of the life and worshipping on every action of the life. It is difficult to say where his worship begins or where it ends. With such a thought in mind, last year, in the beginning of pandemic, few of us planned to have a monthly meeting of Hindu leaders of Houston with a thought to remain united in celebration and crisis both. Yes, we may have a different sampradaya, but at the end of the day, we all are Hindus. The thought was very well accepted, and many of the Hindu leaders joined and made this meeting very, very meaningful. The meeting shared qualified information on COVID-19 and the precautions presented by well-known doctors of Houston, safety measures for hate crime, food and mass distribution, help to refugees, and help in arranging vaccination. This gesture of the meeting of all Hindu leaders brought a big value to the society in uniting all Hindus of Houston. I'm happy to inform that such meeting started in March, on March 15th of 2020. And so far we have completed 19 meetings, and 20th meeting is coming up in month of November. I'm very glad that under guidance of Dev Mahajanji, who is the chairman, and with the help of Vijay Palod, Taraji, Ramesh Bhuttadaji, Ramesh Shah, Prasadji, all and many, this meeting has remained very meaningful, very helpful, and very constructive. We are all confident that we will continue with this meeting, make the difference, get united, and we will work as one Hindu. I would conclude with saying that let's be proud to be Hindu. We are all blessed that we are Hindus. With saying that, I would say Jai Shri Krishna to everybody. Thank you, Anu.
Thank you, Rasheshji, for your interesting perspective. It is truly amazing how much teamwork can make a significance in this Hindu community. Up next, we have our lovable Hindus of Greater Houston president, Ms. Tara Narasimhan. She's associated with Voice of Sanatan Hinduism. Oh, did someone say something? Okay. She's associated with Voice of Sanatan Hinduism radio program for 32 years. She held several leadership positions in Greater Houston area, and she serves to connect with temples of all Hindu organizations. She joined Hindus of Greater Houston since inception and is now currently serving as its president. Let's give a warm welcome to Ms. Taraji.
Thank you very much, Anu. Sanatana Dharma preaches that together we can make a difference. Together we can create a world which peace is real. Togetherness is an essential part of our life, and we can accomplish much more together. That is the meaning of voice of oneness. Sanatan Vedic Dharma explains and shows in many ways in nature, just like Rashesh Bhai referred, oneness and diversity is exhibited in nature with the presence of an appearance of a rainbow. The prismatic effect of the sun and the rain clouds reflection forms sublime rainbow, signifying harmony and equanimity. When colors are separate, they disperse and are not visible. So coming together is meaningful. Same way, our culture is a beautifully blend of diverse languages, traditions, and existence. Today, we will be doing the Jai Jagdish Hare more as a sing-along song. We are going to put it on a video. We wanted to have one of the musicians. We have all the best musicians in Houston, but they were not available. So next year, we will all do it together, that we see each other singing along with them. But today, we will sing along with a video. And also, I want all of you to be unmuted. In the end, we all will chant Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha together. We will in our own voices be heard at that point. So with that, I make clear. And to me, my next speaker will be Jai Bansalji. I request him to share the great news that he received before his function earlier. At the closing ceremony was a message from the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, from an airport in Paris, in France. So anyway, he will share that, and I welcome him also to our program. Thank you very much, Anusha. Thank you all for being here. Namaste.
Ji, namaste, namaste Tara ji, namaste everyone.
I would like you to be introduced by Anusha for 1 second, Jayji. She will give you the mic. Yeah.
First, I would like to thank Taraji for informing us on the importance of Sanatan Dharma. I absolutely agree. Singing is an amazing representation of Sanatan Dharma. Once again, Hindus of Greater Houston is happy to have with us today Dr. Jai Bansal. He is the Vice President of World Hindu Council of America, VHPA. Even though he's fully retired from professional life, Dr. Bansal now is in service of the Hindu community through World Hindu Council of America, aka VHPA. He chaired organizing 2 highly successful conferences for the VHPA, Threads Conference for the Youth and the Reflections 50th anniversary in 2020. This year, he has dedicated to Hindus Heritage Month, coordinating all activities. Please join us in welcoming Dr. Jai Bansal. The stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the kind introduction. Namaste, everyone. Namaste, Taraji. I see Vijay Palodji somewhere on the screen. So those are 2 people that I have been connected with. I've had the pleasure of being connected with for quite some time. And I see a lot of other friendly faces from the Hindus of Greater Houston. Namaskar to everyone, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to address you and your great community in Houston. So Hindu Heritage Month has been an unqualified success, as you all well know, and you have been a great part of that success. And it's been a success on so many different levels, as you all can appreciate. It is said that it's very difficult to connect, Hindu diaspora together and bring them on one platform and make them, have them all working to common cause. This Hindu Heritage Month concept has been able to establish that without any doubt, absolutely any doubt. And of course, there have been so many accolades that the Hindu community has received for their various contributions to the society. I think we said earlier in the closing ceremonies, we had 25 different states of the union rose to, including your great state of Texas, to proclaim October as the Hindu Heritage Month, as have numerous cities. We in fact lost count. Last time I counted, it was more than 40, and the number keeps growing every day. And we were surprised, pleasantly surprised, I must say. Early this morning, we received a very warm message from the Prime Minister of Bharat, Shri Narendra Modi ji. He's on foreign tour, as we know. He was in Italy, in Rome, and he took the time to pen a beautiful message, which was read out in our closing ceremonies. Sorry, I do not have the entire message in front of me, but it's now everywhere on social media, and please take the time to look it up on Facebook, or I can send it to Taraji and she can distribute to everyone. But it really is very gratifying to be acknowledged by our great Matrabhumi and the leader of that Matrabhumi, and our very near and dear Prime Minister of Bharat, Shri Narendra Modi ji. So that was the big surprise. But again, I just wanted to say that, as we say goodbye to Hindu Heritage Month 2021, it's like saying goodbye to an old friend, but it's not goodbye forever. In fact, we really look forward to even greater and a more colorful and a more vigorous celebration of Hindu Heritage Month in 2022 and beyond. We see ourselves being able to, get recognition from all the 50 states. Why not? There is no reason why we should not be getting recognition across the board from this nation for all the contributions that Hindu community has been making. And we see ourselves taking it to international, Hindu diaspora. We are 18 million, Hindus living outside of Bharat, and I see us celebrating this great concept together going forward. One last point I just want to make, and that is that actually is probably the most important one, and I think you would agree. This concept has given us an opportunity actually to have a dialogue directly with our next generation. Hindu Student Council was the first one to get on board as a partner for Hindu Heritage Month. And as you saw today in the closing ceremonies, we decided that we wanted to give the responsibility for the closing ceremonies to our next generation. They planned it from the start and they carried it out so beautifully, and we're just so thrilled that they saw, that we are starting to make a connection and actually have a meaningful dialogue with our next generation. Without that dialogue, whatever we do actually is not going to be terribly meaningful or durable. So that to me is the biggest accomplishment of Hindu Heritage Month, and we like to build on that success. So with that, I just want to say again, bahut dhanyawad. Thank you so very much for giving me this opportunity to meet with you all and say a few words about this wonderful event. And I look forward to working with all of you again next year and year after that. As long as God has given me time on this earth, I like to continue with you, working with you on this beautiful journey. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, Dr. Jai Bansal, for your amazing message, and we appreciate all your efforts in contributing to the success of Hindu Heritage Month. Dialogue, I truly agree, is the true connection of two eras of heritage. Up next, we have Anjali Agarwal. She joined in February 2021 as an intern at Hindu Library Houston. She has extensive credentials working and volunteering in many communities, leaderships, and organizations. She is co-founder of Helping Hope's Greater Houston and is currently the director of marketing at Young Hindus of Greater Houston. Let's give a warm welcome to Anjali Agarwal.
Thank you, Anu. Namaste, everyone. My name is Anjali Agarwal, and today I would like to give the input of the Hindu Yuva on Hindu Heritage Month. As we all have heard, October was recently declared Hindu Heritage Month in America and was recognized by a number of US state governors. I believe as a Yuva that this step is a crucial first step to achieving our goal of making Sanatan Dharma a united forefront of the concept of Hinduism. This recognition is crucial for a Yuva to understand the importance and beauty of their religion and culture. October is a month in which Hindus have many festivities and holidays that are vitally important. Earlier this month, we celebrated Navratri, Dashera, Sharat Purnima, and Karva Chauth, among many other important days. Also closely following October, we will celebrate Dhanteras, Diwali, and Bhaiya Dooj this November. As a youth in my family, I grew up closely watching and learning how to celebrate and respect each of these holidays, and I believe that there are many Yuva that could possibly relate to this. Therefore, I believe that Hindu Heritage Month has definitely been a stepping stone for youth to realize that their family traditions and holidays are being respected and recognized on a global level. Growing up, I had always seen my community take part in traditions that originated in India. I had grown up learning how to do puja and attended prayers at the mandir every Saturday. No matter where I lived, I saw a close-knit Hindu community always taking part in aartis, pujas, and other mandir events. I also learned so many traditions that help preserve my identity as a Hindu Indian American, and I believe that there are many that relate to this. Nowadays, I believe that many youth get confused as to their identity because of clashing cultures. However, I also see that many Yuva try to learn more about their culture by gathering together on special days such as Navratri and performing Garba. Universities all around the United States have Hindu clubs and organizations that work hard to host large Garba and Diwali events for youths of all backgrounds to participate in. For example, the University of Houston's Indian Student Association hosted a Dandiya Dhamaka event and successfully brought together a large number of Hindu Yuva. I believe if more universities were able to put together a Hindu student council on their campuses, the Yuva would be more united. If Christians and Muslims can band together on all days of the year, there is no reason why our Yuva can't do the same with the right guidance. I believe that knowing and participating in Hindu Heritage Month will also motivate our Yuva to get more involved and spread unity and faith amongst their peers. Thank you.
Thank you, Anjali, for describing the beauty behind Hinduism and the fun holidays we celebrate together as a community through your personal anecdotes. I definitely enjoyed them. We loved hearing your experience as being a Hindu in America and how it reflects your identity. As the program continues, we have here with us today Dr. Acharya Suryananda ji. Dr. Suryananda is an eminent scholar of Vedas and Upanishads with a PhD in Sanskrit from Yuktal University in Bhubaneswar and a master's from Delhi University. Acharyaji brings with him an expertise and working knowledge of Sanskrit languages. Acharyaji is an eminent scholar and a spiritual guide with a deep knowledge of the Vedas and other Vedic and Sanskrit literature. He's very dedicated to promoting the Vedic philosophy and teachings of Arya Samaj. Now, let's watch Dr. Acharya Suryanandaji's message.
Namaste. It was a pleasure to see that we all living in Houston are celebrating the Hindu Heritage Month. And today it is the closing ceremony of this celebration. And this is a perfect time to think about how to promote our own beautiful religion, Sanatana Dharma. And it is the need of the time to educate ourselves, our own kids, our own neighborhoods, and anyone, everyone come to us about this beautiful Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, also called Hindu Dharma. I'm concluding this message with these 3 beautiful verses of Atharva Veda. Om Samjanidhvam Sampratyadhvam Samvo Manan Sijanatam Deva Bhagam Yatha Purve Samjanana Upasate Samano Mantraha Samitih Samani Samanam Vratam Sahachittamesham Samani Navo Avisha Juhomi Samanam Cheto Avisamvishadvam Samani Va Akutihi Samana Hridayani Vaha Samanamastu Vo Mano Yatha Vaha Susahasatihi. These 3 Atharva Veda mantras say, know each other, be united together, understand the thoughts of each other among ourselves. Just as the enlightened people of olden times waited for their shares with complete understanding. Let your consultations be common, your assemblies common, your duties common, and thoughts of all of you be common and conquering. Let your determination be one and common. Let your hearts be in harmony with each other. Let your minds be one and united, so that all goes well with you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.
We would like to thank Acharya Ji, Dr. Acharya Ji, for those amazing messages. Those verses are a perfect example of symbolization in Hinduism and forever will stick in our hearts. Before we move on, I would like to say thanks to Hindus of Greater Houston for this wonderful opportunity, and I loved being your MC for today. I do request everyone now to stay tuned for the finale event, the Maha Aarti. This Maha Aarti is a sing-along, so let's stay tuned for this beautiful event. And there's also a chant prayer at the end, so stay tuned for that as well.
जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख विनसे मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण गहूँ मैं किसकी स्वामी शरण गहूँ मैं किसकी तुम बिन और न दूजा तुम बिन और न दूजा आस करूं जिसकी तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता पालन करता। मैं मूरख खल कामी, मैं मूरख खल कामी, कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम हो एक अगोचर सबके प्राणपति, स्वामी सबके प्राणपति। किस विधि मिलूं दया मैं, किस विधि मिलूं दया मैं, तुमको मैं कुमति। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। दीन बंधु दुख हरता, तुम ठाकुर मेरे, तुम ठाकुर मेरे। अपने हाथ बढ़ाओ, अपने हाथ बढ़ाओ, द्वार पड़ा तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा, पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। श्री जगदीश की आरती जो कोई नर गावे, जो कोई नर गावे। कहत शिवानंद स्वामी, कहत शिवानंद स्वामी, सुख संपत्ति पावे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट, क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
Yes, thank you all for joining. And it is my duty now to thank quite a few people who made this happen. Jay Bansalji joining me all the way from New Jersey, coming back from Canada on time, making this happen. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Working with you was really a pleasure again after my reflections at 50.
Yes, indeed, Taraji. Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Okay. And next, I have to thank Acharya ji. Today, he had a meeting in Atlanta. He was there, and he said he had already kind of had an appointment there for a prayer. But my other vice president of HGH, I consider him a vice president because he always helps me at all points, at any problems, he is there to solve. Sanjay Jain ji. In fact, he Acharya ko wish kar diya, Astros ko win karo aur aao. So we are having our Astros play in Atlanta Braves. So let us all make it for our Astros also as a prayer. And I would like to thank a very important person whose name I see next to me. His name is Satya Nagarajan. But for him, I could not have run this thing at all. It was just a dream, but he made it come true. And his beautiful daughter, Anusha Satyanarayana, who was also the MC for this evening, they both have been such a great help. I need to thank her as well. And Somansh Agarwal, who is not here, has other commitments. So Sumanshi also helped me quite a bit. And also the board of directors of Hindus of Greater Houston, I want to give it to them. All the 20 members of my board everyone is always willing to help and always are there with me. But for them, I wouldn't have done it. So let us now conclude. Thank you all for joining. I would individually thank each and every one of you to making here it this evening. Oh, please unmute yourself, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bhavantu Santu Sarve Santu Nishamaya Bhadrani Pashyantu Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet Om Shanti Shanti. Yeah.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Me, wish you all happy Diwali.
I am very happy to
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali to
Happy
everyone.
Diwali.
Happy
Happy Diwali to all.
आप सभी को दीपावली की शुभकामनाएं।
Happy Diwali.